Sunday's my last day of vacation. I just wanted to relax, you understand? Veg out on the couch. I mean, just do nothing at all. You know, one of these types of days. Can I get one of these types of days? You know how the last day of vacation, you got to get mentally prepared for that battlefield. It's amazing how when you're on vacation, you're relaxed. You know, there's no tension in your body. You understand? There's just like a mental feeling of creativity. When you wake up, it's like, what am I going to do today? I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll do this. I'll do that. And then it's almost like the second you go back to work, it's like that back pain comes back again. It's like, what? What? You know, I felt great the whole week. I'm dancing with my son in the kitchen. We're listening to Jam on It. Yeah, Nucleus. Come on. Wigga. Ding, 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 ding. Damn, 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 damn. Damn, 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 damn. Jam on it. Jam on it. I mean, we're having this kind of fun. And now it's like, all of a sudden my back's like, it knows. And you gotta get mentally prepared for that fucking battlefield you're gonna walk into the next day. Understand? Everybody, oh, how was your vacation? Lousy. You ever hear these broads when they come back to work? How was your vacation? Oh, it was fantastic. Anyhow, we're sitting there. I'm about to make breakfast. My wife goes, "Let's go pumpkin picking." And I'm like, oh. Sure, honey. Great idea. You gotta understand something. We're in this is the third Sunday in October. Everybody on Long Island, you gotta come to Long Island, number one, to believe this. Everybody in Long Island's gotta go out east to the three pumpkin. They can't. There's a million places to pick pumpkins on Long Island. They all gotta go to the same goddamn farm. You understand? So I'm like, So all I could tack onto it is, sure, we'll go to IHOP first, and then we'll go. So this is my thing. You want to take me to IHOP? I'm going to eat until I basically go into a diabetic fog. And then I don't care what happens the rest of the day. Drive me to the pumpkin patch. I'll just sit there in like a dizzy, like, I don't know, blood sugar induced haze. So we go to IHOP. By the way, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning already. I haven't eaten breakfast because we have to get showered. We have to get dressed. We have to ba. Then you get to IHOP and I talk to the guy, table for three. Okay, it's going to be 40 minutes. Yes. Everybody's doing the same thing right now. So now my hands are, I'm like shaking like this. I'm like, 40 minutes? Okay. Now you can't wait in the building. They're like, we'll text you. So now we got to go back out to the car. The sun's blazing on the car. We're inside the car. I'm sweating. She doesn't want to start the car and run the AC because that costs gasoline. My wife, who thinks that if you turn the heat on in the car, it uses gasoline. I said, it's not using gasoline. As a matter of fact, it probably makes the car more fuel efficient because you're diverting heat from the engine into the cabin of the car. It doesn't use more gasoline. Explain, why do you know everything there is to know? So we're sitting in the car. Anyhow, we get into this place, all right? I love IHOP, all right? I'm surrounded by old people. You know, these old people come crawling out of the woodwork to get this senior citizen discount. I'm looking at the senior citizen discount. I'm like, fuck, I can't wait to get older. I'm one of these guys. Listen, I got my brother-in-law, Javier. He's running around. He's putting shoe polish in his hair, okay? He's got like It's ridiculous. He's like 50-something years old. Jet black hair. It's like, okay, how many cans of shoe polish does it take, Javier? Can we get to planet Earth here? I love growing old. The further away I can separate myself from this generation of people, the happier I am. Yeah, I want to talk to the World War II vets, okay? What do you think, I want to talk to any nincompoop running around today? I want to get older. I'm trying to accelerate my aging. You understand? Hair falling out, I'm in. Wrinkles, I'm in. You get it? It smells like old people in there. You know, I love that. Like coffee and Danish and this type of thing. You know how old people, they know how to like, you get to a certain age where they're walking around, they're big and fat. They're lumbering around, going back and forth to the bathroom a million times. I got this one guy walking back and forth to the bathroom. I'm like, what are you doing? Running numbers in there? Anyhow, it's got that old people smell. I like that. Like, give me coffee. Give me my bottomless cup of coffee. So we're sitting there, and I ordered a split decision. We're talking 3 eggs scrambled, sausage links, pieces of ham, hash browns. It's just everything you could imagine. Bacon, French toast, pancakes. It's basically bring me my breakfast on the end of a fucking snow shovel. This is what I order. All right, I got a glass of OJ in tow. I'm pounding the coffee down. It's just I should have a funnel in my mouth. And my wife, can I get the omelet with the egg whites and avocado? And I'm like, egg whites, avocado, egg whites? You're throwing out the best part of the egg. She's like going to the gym now, so it's like, this is like egg whites, and then she's never happy with the food that when it comes out. She's like, I'm like, how's your food? I'm like, how's your food? I'm inhaling my food. It's delicious. These pancakes, buttermilk pancakes are melting in my mouth. I'm like, how's your egg whites with like chopped peppers on? It was like chopped pepper. Like, what? And avocado. I'm like, how's that working out for you? Anyhow, now she's miserable because her food sucks. And I could have told her it sucks. My son, she gives him the Mickey Mouse pancake, and now she wonders why he's running back and forth underneath the table from one bench to the other. Boom, 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 boom. And then he's sitting on the bench, and the back of his foot is kicking the bottom of the bench, the wooden bench. Dum, 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 like a bass drum from hell. Tiny, stop it. Don't. Every time I say stop, it's got to be 5 more. Stop hitting the bottom of the bench. Don't. So anyway, as I was saying, don't. Stop. Don't. That's good. Give the kid pancakes with syrup. With sugar bomb syrup. Great way to start the morning. So now he's going off like a rocket ship. My wife is miserable. What a new state of what way to be. This is new. So now we load up into the car and we head out east. What is the first complaint that I hear? I'm hungry. She's hungry now. She's hungry. Why couldn't you just eat the egg yolks? That's what I'm saying. Hungry. Like, the last thing on my mind right now is food. I mean, I'm trucking. I'm cruising now. I'm driving the car and falling asleep at the same time. You understand? I'm so doped up on food. Anyhow. We drive out there. It's a fight over the radio. I mean, you ever go on a road trip and this happens once in a while. I go on a road trip and it's like every single song is awesome. I mean, they were playing like a little Tears for Fears. It went into a little Tom Petty. I hate the radio. But this was like, they played a block of music that was like right on. A little Fleetwood Mac in there. I know. So there you go again, you say you want your freedom. Well, bip bop boop zip ding dong. I mean, you're sitting there and you're relaxed. It was relaxing. It was like one nice little song after another, and my wife has got to lunge at the radio to turn to reggaeton on. Oh, it's like, give me a break. It's Sunday. We're driving. It's a beautiful day. The clouds are hanging in the sky, you understand? Blue sky, trees going by, nice breeze coming through the windows. You just want to hear relaxing music. I don't want to hear or wait, no, how's the reggaeton go? I'd rather hammer nails with my forehead. So now we get out to this place. Now you gotta understand, it's a bunch of farms. It's real nice. Long Island out east is really nice. There's a bunch of farms, you understand? But I see the traffic building. We're getting closer and closer to the main farm where every bumpy Long Islander's gotta be. So I see a farm, like one of the farms before we get there. And I see corn maze. I see the hay bale ride. I cut a left. I turned right into the parking lot. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. The parking lot is jammed, but there's a space in the back. And as we're driving through, my wife goes, I don't see any animals. I'm like, well, honey, this place is packed. It's going to get even more crowded as we go. We might want to get in here and park. I mean, the place is beautiful. It's like, they got the pumpkin spice, the cider going, this type of thing, apple crisp with ice cream. This type, I could see everybody, the wine. They have the three idiots in the band playing. You understand? Singing Linkin Park, by the way. I pull in the three people on acoustic instruments are singing Linkin Park. I'm like, what's going on here? Anyhow. I said, this is the place, honey. This is the place. They don't have any animals. My son, I want to see animals. I said, all right. We leave and we go careening headfirst into the worst traffic you could ever. We were there, ready to have a good time. We leave this farm and now we're stuck in bumper to bumper traffic. Basically, staring at everybody else having a great time. Yeah, as you go, you see people drinking. The pumpkins, they're holding pumpkins in the air. They're running around, dancing. And we're in the car like this for like an hour and a half. As we pass one farm after another with a big sign in front of the parking lot. Lot closed. Lot full. Lot closed. Lot full. And now they got police out there directing traffic. It's a mob scene. So we wind up driving all the way across the whole pumpkin patch farm area just to turn around and come back to the original spot that we came to. And who has a big puss on her face and a little puss. It's big puss and little puss because there's no animals. We get out of the car. My wife is complaining so badly that she's hungry now. So what did we go and get? We get ice cream, apple crisp ice cream. Oh, which by the way was absolutely delicious. She winds up wolfing it down. I said, this is why you don't eat egg whites. Because now you're wolfing down ice cream and apple crisp because you're still hungry. So there you go. You might as well have had a regular meal at IHOP, and then you wouldn't want the ice cream and apple crisp that you're wolfing down right now. That's really bad for you. They just don't get it. They don't get it. So now I'm all excited. Now I'm like a kid. Let's go on the hay bale ride. We get online for the hay bale ride. This is great. We get our tickets, by the way, for, hay bale ride and corn maze, $38. I know. Listen, you got to do it, right? You got to do it. I know. So everybody, my son's all excited. I said, we're getting ready to get on that hay bale ride. I'm like, hey, son, you know who's driving the tractor? He's like, who? I'm like, Farmer Joe. He's like, Farmer Joe! Like, you could say anything to kids and they get happy. You know what I mean? Kids are the best audience. I'm like, Farmer Joe's driving, and you know what he likes to do? He takes the tractor through the mud. My son's like, it's great. Great. Anyhow. We get on the hay bale ride. And the first thing I see is a sign that says, don't get on if you have a heart condition or back problems. I'm like, what's pulling this hay bale ride? A top fuel dragster? I got news for you right now. If you ever had a heart attack on a hay bale ride, you should be dead and underground. We get on a hay bale ride, and for some reason, I'm the last person to get on the hay bale trailer. You know, it's getting pulled by a tractor, by the way. I'm the last person to get on. And the guy says to me, looks like we have a volunteer. So I'm looking around like, oh, what? He's like, you, sir, you're going to operate the music tonight and maybe give us a song and a dance. And I'm like, song and a fucking dance? I didn't sign up for this. I just paid $38. Leave me the fuck alone. Now I got to work the music box. Yeah. I'm like, what am I, Captain Kangaroo? They got a music, there's a box next to me with 12 buttons on it, and they're numbered 1 through 12. Why don't I have a kid do this? I don't know. He goes, you have to press the buttons. He goes, press the button, and after the song plays, then you got to press the next button. So I'm like, all right. And he's like, I'm just kidding about the song and the dance. Ha, ha, ha. I'm like, yeah, all right, get the fuck out of it. Get on the tractor. Start driving. So we're sitting there, and the tractor starts, and he turns around to me and like gives me the thumbs up, like to hit the first button. I'm like, all right. I press the button, and I don't know what the fuck happened. I get like this chill down my spine because I guess I have the loudspeaker right by my ear. All of a sudden, it's like at AC/DC concert level volumes. It's, oh, MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And I'm like, oh. Oh, and all the kids are stomping their feet and making the animal sound. I'm sitting here. It's like a beautiful pumpkin patch on the most beautiful day. Like I said, the clouds, blue clouds. You know how you see the clouds just rippling through the air? They seem like they go on to infinity. I'm on a hay bale ride. We're driving through the nice farm trail. And I thought we were just going to sit there, breathe fresh air, and go through the trail there. I got this loudspeaker screaming in my ear. So then the song ends, and I got to hit number 2. I hit number 2, and it's like an advertisement. Well, welcome to Harvey's Farms, where we have pumpkins for sale. At the entrance door, while you leave, we have all sorts of pumpkins. White ghost pumpkins, orange pumpkins, green pumpkins. I'm like, so now we get hit with the advertisement. Then the advertisement ends. I hit the button again, and it's like a woman singing Country Boy. Remember John Denver, Country Boy? Listen, I got news for you right now. I get down with some John Denver, but I want to hear this woman. All right, everybody, it's time for a country song. What has to go? And she's like, we got. Thank God I'm a country boy. I got me a fire and I got me a fiddle. When the sun's going down, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country girl. And she says girl instead of boy. Like, what? What? I want to hear it from the artist, not the bullshit artist. So we're sitting there and I'm listening to this and I'm like, this thing is shouting in my ear and like all the kids are like, ah! Like clapping. And I'm like, somewhere, there's like, in my head I'm just thinking, I could be in Motley Crue or something like that. And like surrounded by girls and like, you know, Jack and Cokes going around and drugs and like naked women everywhere. And I'm sitting on this hay bale ride just like bouncing up and down. And I'm like, somewhere there's a really great orgy happening. Oh, all I can think to myself is, God almighty, somebody's having fun somewhere. Anyhow, we get done with number 3. Then I press number 4. And I realize that all the evening numbers are advertisements. Ladies and gentlemen, join us at the food court where we have pumpkin spice cider and this, that, the other thing, and apple crisp and and wine for mom and dad. Beep bop. So it's an advertisement like every even number. So I hit 5 and we're back into another bumpy song. And then I realize that when you hit 6, it's going to be an advertisement. So I do something that every one of these parents should come up and kiss my feet for. I start just playing the odd numbers. So all we get is songs and we don't get advertisements. And do you think any of these mamooks understands what I'm doing for them? I should have got a tip, some tip money or something. Anyway, we get off the hay bale ride. I'm like, all right, guys, come on. For some reason, when I get enthusiastic about something, it's like my wife and my son start dragging their feet in the mud. But when I'm dragging my feet in the mud, they're happy as can be. I got this expression for women, all right? I want it tattooed on my forehead. Women are only happy when they're unhappy. Do you understand? And women are only happy when you're unhappy. And that's the truth. Both of those statements are true. So I'm like, come on, let's go to the corn maze. My son's like, I don't want to go to the corn maze. I'm like, you don't want to go to the fucking corn maze. Do you know how many children I would have killed as a young man to go to a corn maze? I never went to a corn maze. Oh, I was there at the farm. But do you think my parents ponied up to go into the corn maze? I never got to the corn maze. So I'm grabbing them. I'm like, come here, you prick. You're going into the corn maze. And my wife is like, it's cold. I'm like, we're going to the corn maze. I'm like Griswold at the end of National Lampoon's Vacation. We're going to the fucking corn maze. Let's go. I'm like pinching my wife in the side. We're going to the fucking corn maze now. Well, I didn't really do that, but that's what I felt like doing. So now we go to the corn maze. And now, I don't know if you've been to a corn maze lately. They got Robin Hood there, you know, the kid dressed up like Robin Hood with the fucking ketchup stains all over the fucking, what's his name? Who was Robin Hood, the original Robin Hood? I don't know. But you know, they have the ruffly white shirt. It's the big ketchup stain because he had a hot dog for lunch. Anyhow. Oh, these are the instructions. Robin Hood, you must solve the map. You get a treasure map, right? And there's posted signs inside the maze area where you scan with your smartphone and it gives you clues on which way to go. I'm like, can we stop the bullshit and get in the maze already? We get in the maze And we get to the first sign, and my wife pulls out her cell phone. I'm like, get the cell phone out of here. I want to get lost. Don't you understand? I don't want to find my way through this place. I want to get lost. I don't care if we come out at 11 o'clock at night. This is the greatest part about a maze, is getting lost. We're walking through, and it's obvious to see, like, where the walked on path is to get out of this maze. So my wife is like, we'll follow this. I'm saying, get lost, will you? For the sake of Christ and my son, get lost. We're trying to get lost. I'm trying to find a dead end. We're just walking right through this maze. I'm so disappointed. And then I'm walking up on families that huddled around with their smartphone, like trying to find the directions. I'm like, I felt like taking an ear of corn and jamming them in the head with it. Put the smartphone down. All right, it's so important that you solve this riddle. You're going to get out of the corn maze. Anyhow, we get out of the corn maze. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Then we drive home. My wife falls asleep, like on the whole ride home. Nice. Beautiful sleep for you. Beautiful sleep for you. I'll drive an hour and a half with my eyes pinned open. At least I got to listen to the radio. Callahan here, for Christ's sake. Guys, we got a very, very special show for you today. Reporting for duty. Oh. And just like that, we're scanning for crimes. Okay. We're going to skip the theme song today because today is a very special day. And it's a day for celebration. And I'll tell you why. Because this is something that the TurboGrafx guys, the PC Engine guys, have all been waiting for a long time. Now, I don't want to endorse any products on this show. I don't really, do I? Maybe. But this one I truly endorse, and I think it's a great idea. Analogue was coming out in 2021 with the PC Engine TurboGrafx Duo. Right. Which will be a fully functional Hue card player, TurboGrafx 16 Hue card player, PC Engine Hue card player, CD-ROM, Super CD-ROM, Arcade Super CD-ROM, Super Arcade CD-ROM, and Super Graphics player. This is great news at the price of $200. Yes. And what's it going to do? Is it going to upscale to your TV? 1080p? I don't know. I think so. Right? You could use a standard controller. I think you can use a USB controller. And you can use Bluetooth controllers. So there. So, and it comes in at $200, which is a fantastic price. I'll tell you why. Because your alternatives, and this takes a big weight off of me. Because a lot of people ask me, they say, they'll write me an email saying, I want to get my feet wet with the TurboGrafx 16 and the CD player. What should I buy? And it's heartbreaking for me because people get excited. They think they can go on and buy maybe like the clamshell or the suitcase CD-ROM. But little do they know that they're basically dealing with, a ticking time bomb. That's right. Gear failures and laser failures and this type of thing. They're very, very unreliable. The American Duo, it costs $1 million. Again, a console that 25 years ago now is degenerating. Plastic degenerates, this type of thing. To go with the Core Graphics CD-ROM, I don't know if you could find one. That thing looks like, like a horseshoe crab when you put it together. I don't know who would want it. It looks horrendous. That one is not reliable either. There's no reliable options. Okay? Unless you lay out a minimum of $350 for a Turbo Duo R or Turbo Duo RX, which is what we have right here. A Turbo Duo RX. This is the granddaddy right here. Okay, the difference between the Turbo Duo R and the RX is just a 6-button controller. So basically the same thing. But this is, if you have, and you're interested in playing TurboGrafx CD games, the way they're supposed to be played, this is your only option. So it's very hard for me to tell people, listen, drop all your other ideas and go for the Turbo Duo R, because they don't want to hear that, because we're talking about $350, $400. You want to get a good one, it's going to be like $400. So here we go. In comes Analogue, and they're cutting that price in half. And you're going to get something that's reliable, hopefully, dead reliable, something new, and something that'll be a lot of fun to play your CD games on. Which is interesting because I don't know much about emulators, but you can't really get the TurboGrafx library CD on emulator, can you? I don't think so. I'm sure there are ways to do it. Everybody's got a fucking way to do it, all right? But unless you're not, maybe you're not some fucking egghead geek on the computer, and you just want to play some Turbo CD games, which is very, very exciting in a reliable fashion. It's nice. It's nice to have a new console like that. And then all you have to worry about is enjoying the games, right? You don't have to worry about sound cutting out. You don't have to worry about the laser being tuned a certain way. This type of thing. So this is big news. And especially for guys like me who have a substantial CD collection, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. So I figured, let me do something very fun today and torture you like I would have tortured you when I first got my Turbo Duo. I first got my Turbo Duo in 1993. That's right. I combined birthday money with half birthday money, half my own money. And it was one of those miraculous buys of my lifetime where I didn't think it was going to happen, but between finagling my parents and getting them at the right time at the ground round when they were loaded, okay? That's when you got to ask your parents for stuff, when they're loaded. Right, we worked out a deal. So this was very exciting. I still remember the day I came home from school, and it was a Friday. Oh, man. And that Turbo Duo was on the front step. And I knew exactly what it was just from the dimensions of the box. But who else was sending me a box like this? I ripped it open. I hooked it up in the living room. I put it on the living room floor. And I turned on Gate of Thunder and got my mind blown. Gate of Thunder, Ease, Book 1 and 2. And I got my mind blown. So that's what I'm going to do. And from that time on, when people would come over, I would torture them. You came in my room, I would lock the door behind you, and I would make you watch Gate of Thunder intro and Ease Book 1 and 2 intro. So what we did today is I pulled out 5 games, okay? 5 games that if you're entry level with the TurboGrafx CD, because a lot of people ask me, what are some CDs that I can get in with that won't break my back? And these will break your back, but they'll break it a little less severely than other games will. And it's 5 CD games that are really fun for different reasons, okay? They're not just all shooters. But we're going to start with this one right here. Oh, God, this is so exciting. Woo! Little chills. Ding, ding! Yes, Gate of Thunder, baby. And you have to understand something. The Duo was packed in. The pack-in games were Gate of Thunder, Ease Book 1 and 2, Bonk's Revenge, Bonk's Adventure, Bomberman. Yes. I mean, this was like the package deal from, and plus they were like rebate. There was a coupon book in there. I mean, this thing was like, this was on fire, man. They were trying to sell this thing. You get it? They were trying to sell it. And this is like the deal of deals. So, Gate of Thunder, the greatest horizontally scrolling shooter for the Turbo Duo, for the TurboGrafx 16 PC engine. I don't think I'd get much argument with that. The cutscenes, the music, the gameplay, it's perfect. Let's experience that together. Yes, I'm locking you in. You're being locked in right now. You understand? All right, let's get this, Betty. Picture time! Ah! You have no idea the kind of finagling it takes to run this show. You really don't. You really don't. Okay, we are in. All we need is the controller. Look at that beautiful Duo RX controller. Yes. Yes. We just have to take our game out of museum quality acetate. Yes. I love how they say that to you. Just sell me the plastic case, all right, off of eBay already. Stop with the museum quality acetate. It's plastic. Look at that. This goes in. Look at that. What a treasure. What a treasure. We're piped in. Yes. Let's get plugged in. Oh yeah. Are you ready, guys? Oh. Jeez, scared me for a second. We have EverDrive in there. Okay, let's do it. Oh yeah. Look at this, how mechanical this menu screen was. It was like, this was all business. There was no fooling around here. It was like super version 3.0. Like, what are you talking to me about right now? It's incredible. Oh yeah. Spin up that CD, baby. Here we go. Oh. Oh, hang on. What the hell? Why are we getting static here? She has to warm up. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. Okay. Maybe it's this thing. Why are you getting static through here? You know something? My Duo RX shit the bed. What a horrible, horrible thing to happen. Well, I mean, this is fitting. This is exactly why the TurboGrafx guys need something like this. Wow. That's tragic. But I can't think of a better thing to happen right now. All right, here's what we're going to do. I guess we'll pack it up for this morning because my Japanese Turbo Duo is downstairs, but it's boxed up. I'll come out here later on today and we'll revisit these games. Ay, ay, ay. We're back. Let me turn on the humming lamp. Yes, thank you for destroying my audio. So here we go. Maybe I should be angry, that my coveted Duo RX is Shangatz. But by the same token, maybe this is what exactly needed to happen at this time. It shows Analogue that there is a market for this type of thing. And I think, obviously I'm not the only one this is happening to, so here we go. I went down in the basement. You're welcome. Yes, I had to unpack the old Japanese Duo. Yes, this reminds me, this is a homecoming right here because it reminds me of my old Duo, right? Minus if this had a gray button here and here, it'd be like the American Duo. Yes, one of the best looking consoles ever made. Much like what the analog console will look like. So let's get this hooked up and maybe we can, continue with the show. There goes my glorious 6-button controller. This Duo right here is a great example of me thinking I was saving money. I bought this Duo. I think I got it for $180, and I was over the moon about that price. And as it turns out, I wound up sending it out to the shop twice since I've owned it. One for a lens realignment, and the other for some capacitor replacements. So yes, I went on a journey with this machine, and it cost me well over $400 between shipping and repair costs. I paid well over $400 for this console. So lesson learned. Right? Penny wise, dollar dumb. Is that the old expression? I don't know. Alrighty. So, let's try this again. Sansui piped in. Television on. Move you into position. Here we go. All right. Ah, yes. Okay. Just a moment. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. You ready for this? Ow! Look at these graphics! He's gonna talk. Oh yeah! Danjinji! What is Eddie Van Halen still alive? Oh my god. My 17-year-old boner. Ready? Ow! Ow! Oh, just like Top Gun. It's almost like you're on the aircraft carrier Top Gun, but it's a spaceship. There's the Maverick! Look at those eyes! This is the police department? China cap guns! China cap guns! Are you kidding me? weapons van. Remember? She's the weapons van ever since Spy Hunter. That's what I say. Look at this. Oh! Ma, get in here! Ma, did you see this? Ma, come here! Look what your son got! Look, come here, Ma! That's right, I would scream. What's this all about? Warning backup RAM. We got a problem. All right, the battery's probably fucking dead. What do you want after 25 years? Yeah, I would scream and tell my mom to come in and watch. I'd make her watch over and over again until she became pro-choice. All right. Anyhow, here we go. We got a warning here. Oh, let's see if we still got our chops, huh? Yes. Oh, yeah. Those chasers. Yes, baby. Oh, it feels so good. Look, I remember it all like it was yesterday. Turning backwards, turning forwards. Keep that bitch. Run into my options. Yes. We got this, but we don't like to use that. Not yet. What do we need? We need heat, baby. Give me heat. Listen to that music. Come on. You're out of here. That's right. You're out of here. Heat, baby. That's it. This is the most devastating weapon in the game. It's so powerful. It's a shooter power-up that counts. Oh, look at how strong. It's like dropping little grenades everywhere. Oh, feels so good. Look, they're crashing. The enemy is crashing. They're getting weaker. They can't handle the onslaught. Listen to that. Oh, yeah. Look, they're attacking our planet. They'll pay for this. We got our shield. Oh, they're going to pay. Out of here. Heat, baby. What are you looking at with these spotlights? Get them out of here. The show's over. This is, I don't know what this is, but it's big and expensive, and it's gonna blow up right now. Here we go, here we go. Oh, there's death and destruction everywhere. Listen to the solo. Oh my God, this is unheard of. Oh, they're throwing the kitchen sink at us. Heavy battle cruisers in tow. Look at the parallax scrolling. Oh my God, my mind was exploding. Here we go. Let's go, bitch. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh no. All right, let's stop being a cowboy here. Out of here, bitch!
Stay clear.
You're damn right. Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed the greatest horizontally scrolling, side-scrolling shooter, all right? For the Turbo Duo. Okay, let's have a little fun here. Shooters up the wazoo, right? Yeah, but what else? What else? Let's put in a little, let's have a little fun here. Psygnosis and the graphical powerhouse. Let me tell you something right now. We never saw graphics like this, music like this, up until this point. Anywhere. Okay? And here we go. It's Shadow of the Beast. Yes. Let's go. The capacitors are popping. Do you hear them? The capacitors are popping. I'm not even going to turn the volume down. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn it up. Okay. Listen to this. All right, let's get started. Let's get started here. One of the most beautiful intros of all time. We're going to hop past the cutscenes here. Because it's going to take a million years, let's face it. Beautiful cutscene of you transforming into a mutant beast. Here we go. Look at this, guys. Are you kidding me? Look at these animations. And that music. Oh, let's get the bass going. Come on, let's get the bass. Oh! Shaking the floor. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. For Christ's sake. All right. I know for a fact that the load times are extended on this particular duo. Here we go. Okay. John, let me get... All right, let's do it. I mean, I remember I was so excited playing this because I remember playing the Sega Genesis version, and the hit detection was so bad. So playing this, I almost feel like I had a cheat code on. Oh, it was so great. And the graphics, between the graphics and the music, I always loved this game for the Sega Genesis. I just hated the hit detection. Oh my God, look at this. Cutscenes running down the stairs. What does he have, asthma? I know the load times seem a bit egregious here, and they probably are. But once you get into the zones, you know, you stick with the game for a while between load times. Okay, here we go, baby. Let's see if I remember the old pattern here. I bet I do. Here's another reason why I want to do an episode on ladder animations. Look at these animals, these creatures. And you're basically giving them all the Bruce Lee 1-inch punch. But what happens to his ass? Come on. Oh, watch the tree. Watch the ginseng root. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Out of here. Watch out for the oh so dangerous water droplets. Oh, here we go. I got your number, pal. I got your number on turbo. You're out of here. Okay, now we have the weapon we need. We hit the warp. We can go down and get some extra stuff, but we're just gonna go right for it, right? Yes. You're out of here. You're out of here. Look at his pectorals bounce. Like that Red Hot Chili Peppers video. Here we go. Oh, let's turn this up, right? Guys, come on. Wonderful play control. Oh yeah! Here we go. Go over here, hit the switch. Much like, almost like Kung Fu, right? For the Nintendo. Alright, here we go. Here comes the eyeballs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. Look at this carcass on the floor. What the hell was that? Oh yeah. Get a little energy right here. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, we're out of here, guys. That's a lot of fun. And I got news for you. Shadow of the Beast, not that expensive. Not that expensive. All right, what am I going to do here? Let's show you the other games. We're going to play one more because let's face it. I mean, what are we, an hour and a half in here? We could play a little Winds of Thunder and blow your mind with that, okay? We could play a little Ease Book 1 and 2 and blow your mind with that. But let's go here. Because one's a shooter, one's an RPG. But let's go right here. And this was one of the most... When I think of old days playing a duo in my bedroom as a kid, one of my fondest memories is with this game right here. It's impossible to get out of the acetate! The museum quality acetate. Come on. There we go. Let's see if you guys know this one. Coincidentally, a little trick, what used to be if you wanted to hear the soundtrack of the music, you would put in a music CD, it would go to a music menu, then you just open the CD door, put your duo disc in, and go to the second track and press play, and you could listen to the soundtrack of the game that you want to hear. Great stuff! Great stuff. Here we go. Yes, yes. Standard. Turbo Technologies Incorporated. This is when we ruled the land. That's right, we had the Turbo Team, TTI, NEC. Come on. It's like the apple of its day. Lucasfilms, anybody? Yes. It is the point and click classic Loom. One of these days we're gonna do a live stream. I don't know when, and we will play this game all the way through. So let's go visit the great Bob and Threadbare. There's Loom Island. Do you guys realize what this was like, seeing graphics like this? It was unprecedented. Alright, let's skip this part. Look at this. See, here we are, young Bob and Threadbare. Let's go down into the graveyard. I had, up until this point in my life, I had never played a point-and-click adventure. And I started playing this and I'm like, what is this bullshit? I have to admit, I was a little disappointed. But as I started to play, I realized what a fantastic game this is. Let's go to the graveyard. Just so you can get a vibe here. This game has a real vibe about it. It starts out with this very monotone blue colors on this island. Yes. Look at the stars twinkling in the background. Let's go to the grave. The music by Tchaikovsky. Wonderful. Let's read the grave. I can't read the gravestone. Oh, that's great. Embarrass me in front of everybody. The owl's tail feathers are blocking my view. Oh, how do we get the owl out of here? Sound asleep. How do we wake him up? How do we wake up the owl? Oh, no. What? Oh, here we go. Thorns. Oh, there goes a rabbit. Look at this. Unbelievable. Poor little fella. All right, here we go. Now we can read the grave. You see this? Little clues. This is the type of thing. Point and click adventure, okay? Everything doesn't have to be 100 miles an hour. You get it? Anyhow, guys. So what we have is very, very exciting news about this new analog console. I'm very happy about it. Obviously, because I have a broken Duo RX now. Guys, you just tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. And you better believe that. With the 4K face! We'll see you next time.